And we are live. Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm sure we'll give you some time. Kate, do you want to introduce yourself first?
Sure, okay. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm 28 years old from the United States of America, and I live in Untitled Chapter.
Where in the United States of America?
Where? I come from Oregon. It's on the West Coast, north of California.
Awesome. I'm doing north, south, east, west in my mind. Exactly. Perfect. And I am Joanna. I, funny enough, have a birthday today. It is my birthday. I'm not going to disclose how old I am. I come from Cape Town and I currently live in Bologna. And both of us are teachers at Bologna Mille.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is our focus 6 to 7 with a weekend getaway. And look, Kate, we've already got two people. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mariano.
Hi.
All right. Kate, would you like to read the first comment?
Sure. Hi, I'm Katerina, and I'm in Livorno, not so far from Pisa. Nice.
Perfect. Hello and welcome. Also, in the question that we've posted already, what we'd like you to do is tell us your name, where you're from, and your favorite holiday experience.
Yes.
Great.
And
What is your holiday experience?
For me,
Tell us.
my favorite holiday, probably when I went on my honeymoon.
Really? And where did you go?
We went to Alto Adige, so up in Trentino, and that was really beautiful. The Alps, it's the mountains, it's really good. And you?
Perfect. That's a very, very difficult question. I think it must have been just before I came to Europe 4 years ago. I took a trip to Lebanon, and it was really, really beautiful. A different culture I got to experience. And if I ever get the opportunity, I definitely go back. I definitely would, yeah. All right, look, we've got a few other people. So thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. We have Massimo. Kate, read for me.
Hello, I'm Massimo from Naples. Hi, Massimo.
Yes, remember to comment your favorite holiday experiences. Oh, Massimo's got another.
Get another one. My favorite holiday experience is a journey by my motorbike. You can just say by motorbike if you want. Oh, it's nice. Good.
Exactly. Perfect. Awesome. So yes, if you're joining us at the moment, and we've got another one. Feel like I'm saying the word ooh a lot. Just remember, if you're joining us, please comment where you're from, your name, as well as your favorite holiday experience. We'd love to read all about it.
Okay.
Oh.
You want to read that, Joanna?
Hi, I'm Giovanni. I'm from Naples. My favorite holiday experience was when I was 18 years old in Greece. Happy birthday. Thank you. I don't know, Gianluca or Giovanni? Very confused now.
No.
Okay, perfect. Kate, would you mind reading the next one?
Sure. My favorite holiday experience was when I went to Japan. Ooh.
Nice. Beautiful. Can only imagine. Right. Would you like to get started? I think we should. We've got another. Kate, would you like to read?
Sure. Hi, I'm Lisa, and I'm from Canada. My favorite holiday experience was Cuba. Nice.
Perfect. Welcome, Lisa. Thank you.
Cool.
Just let everyone know that is our boss.
I don't have to tell everybody that.
The Matthias one for me, please.
Sure. My favorite holiday experience is when I went to Edinburgh. Nice.
I feel like I don't know how to pronounce that word. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
I always struggle with it. Mariano comments, my favorite holiday experience was when I went to Cuba. Yes, everybody's going to Cuba. Sounds like it's the next holiday destination.
Yeah.
Oh, no shame. But yeah, you were correct in the spelling, I think. He was correct in the. I was just doing the pronunciation. It's a very difficult word.
Yeah.
Kate, do you ever struggle with that word?
Edinburgh, a little. I don't think I'm doing it right.
That makes two of us. But no, Mattia, your spelling was perfectly correct.
Yeah,
So let us begin. Oh, Kate, do you mind reading for me?
of course. Okay, weekend.
Thank you.
In this focus activity, describing tour activities, using present simple, present continuous, and going to, and phrases for suggesting.
Perfect. Thank you very much. All right.
We have another.
We have another one.
Ah, really nice.
Perfect. Would you like to read, Kate?
I'm Carla from Bolivia, but I live in Naples. My favorite holiday was in Morocco. Very amazing experience. Nice.
Awesome. And what a great sentence that is. Look how perfect that is.
Mm-hmm.
Bolivia is very far, is it not? Bolivia is in. My geography is not good, but I feel like Bolivia is in South America. If it's not in South America, please comment below. Okay. Right. Visiting cities. Do you like visiting other cities? What is your favorite city to visit and what can you do there? Have you ever gone on a guided tour of a city? Did you enjoy it? Why or why not?
Mm-hmm.
So, Kate, do you like visiting other cities?
Yes, I do. I love visiting other cities. What about you?
Really? Yes, I do. When I get the time, that's the most important thing. Could you give us some examples of other favorites or other cities that you've visited that you've enjoyed very much?
Sure, okay. I have visited cities in Italy and outside of Italy. I really enjoyed visiting London and going around the north of Belgium to visit Antwerp and Ghent, Leuven, Bruges, but also here in Italy, of course. I love Rome and Florence and Verona.
Did you do one of those like Contiki tours?
What was that?
One of those Contiki tours. It's like a tour that takes you around Europe.
Oh, that sounds really cool. No, I've never tried that.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't either. So maybe we should do some research about it. I heard it's really, really good. And you get to visit many, many different cities while you're traveling. And you get to stop off in all of them and you get to spend a good amount of time there.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I think my favorite city that I've visited, and cliches to say the least, has to be Bologna. I came to Europe 4 years ago, and I lived in Germany for a year before coming to Italy. But Bologna was just absolutely beautiful for me. It was the history of the city, the food. The food is amazing. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's like a mixture of the city life and the country life together. It was just perfect. It was perfect. Other than Bologna, I am being very biased here, and I'm saying that my city that I come from is probably my favorite city. Yeah, I wish I could show pictures and just show how beautiful it is. Tell me about Oregon. I don't know anything about the city you come from.
Well, I can tell you Portland is on, well, it's called Portland, and the port is like a harbor, right, for students.
Yeah,
So
let's put that in there. Port.
it's a port where ships or boats, usually like from companies, come and dock. So it's quite beautiful. It's on the water. And it's also known as Bridge City because of the big suspension bridge, which we call the St. John's Bridge, that runs over the downtown area, and it's gorgeous. It's really, really nice. Lots of mountains, lots of rain, but gorgeous.
Really? It sounds amazing though. I'm busy picturing it in my head, and if I ever get the opportunity to go to the States, I would definitely go there. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, let's read some of the comments. Mariano says yes, he does. He likes to visit other cities.
Good.
That's awesome, Mariano. Could you give us some examples of the different cities that you enjoy visiting? And Carla says, Kate, could you read that for me?
Yes, I love to visit other cities as well. Okay. Well, tell us your favorite cities, places you enjoy visiting. Ooh.
Yes, leave it in the comment section and we'd love to read about it.
We have a comment.
It says, Kate.
I love visiting other cities. Travel. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. When I went to Amsterdam, me and my friends, we took the bike to get around the city. Nice.
Amsterdam. Perfect. I like how he says it there. Travel. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. It feels so poetic.
It is.
And then he goes on to say,
but I don't use the guide. So we would make that an adjective, a guided tour. Guided. Turn it into an adjective. But I don't use the guided tour. I love to organize the days. So don't forget also about to there.
Or you could use the present continuous there. For example, the verb ing. Remember, I love organizing my days rather than the days.
Of organizing the schedule, the plan.
Yeah, that could be better. That could be too better. Ooh, looks like I made an ugly spelling mistake. A guided tour.
Guided tour.
A guided tour. Carla says, my favorite city actually is, I'm so sorry, is Naples. It's very special and life is similar to South America for me. Oh, life is similar to South America for me. Carla says she's from Bolivia. Perhaps she misunderstood my question. So I think I asked if Bolivia is in South America. But it's good to know that your life is similar to South America. That's very, very important. Mariano goes on to say, Kate, would you mind reading for me?
Of course. The best city that I've visited. It's a city full of history and you can do whatever you want.
You said you went to London as well. What experience did you have there?
I had some amazing experiences. Doing all of the random tourist things like seeing Big Ben, but also we went shopping downtown and that was lovely. And I also had some breathing problems because the pollution there is a little difficult, but in general, it's a lovely city.
So if you could compare, which one is a little bit more dirtier? Bologna in terms of the humidity or London?
London is, the streets are cleaner, but the air is not.
Good to know, thank you.
If you have asthma.
You have asthma?
No, if you have asthma, I recommend bringing an inhaler.
Yes, definitely, I agree with you. Unfortunately, I can't go to London. I was really keen on going there now, but of course we cannot. It would have been a really, really nice trip for my birthday.
Yeah.
So, Kate, have you ever gone on a guided tour of a city?
Have I? I've gone on tour, but I don't know if I've ever gone on a guided tour of the city. How about you?
What do you mean on tour?
I've gone on specific tours. Like while I was in London, I went for Halloween on a Jack the Ripper tour that took you through the historic places of London related to that. But I've never been on a tour where you just only go sightseeing.
Just only go sightseeing. I'm trying to think if I've ever been on something like that as well. I think in Lebanon we had a bit of a guided tour in terms of the caves, because we went in caves, and And then I did an audio guided tour in Rome when I went to see the Imperial Forum. I guess that counts too, an audio tour. An audio tour is when you have like a guided tour, except in earphones, and they speak to you in perhaps the language that you know best, your native tongue. In this case, it was English. All right, let's see some of the other people, what they have to say in terms of their favorite cities.
Go ahead. We have Katerina Panocchia here.
Yes. Would you mind reading for me, please? Thank you.
Yes, I love traveling. In the last years, I went to Dublin, Japan, Scotland, and Vienna. Ooh.
We have a lot of time on our hands. And could you describe Scotland for us? I'd really like to know what Scotland looks like.
Yeah, describe Scotland.
Use those adjectives. All right. Carla says,
during my trip in Egypt, I had very good tourist guides, really nice people. Okay.
Awesome. So Egypt, we would spell with a Y, Egypt. That's perfect, Carla. You make me want to go to Egypt now. Mattia's got a nice one.
I love visiting other cities. That gets me the opportunity to feel free and wild. Good. I enjoy to climb up the top. So you would say climb up to the top of Arthur's Seat. Where is that? It's the highest place of Edinburgh. It allowed me to see a lovely landscape. Another comment.
Yes. Yes. And he also corrected himself in terms of where did you say?
The up?
I enjoyed, yes, or the of. Yeah, he corrected himself. Way to go, Mattia. But yes, like Kate said, climb to the top of. Where is Arthur's Seat? Yes, that's a good question. I'm thinking of, that cartoon, the animation with the Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone.
Yeah, with Arthur, who, I don't know, could be the wrong person, but I feel like they're connected.
Yeah, it's called Sword and the Stone.
Are you sure it's not Sword in the Stone?
Yeah, I think I said in. Did I say and?
Oh, yes. Let's put it there, just in case they want to watch the movie. The Sword in the Stone. I watched it when I was a kid. I loved Disney movies.
It's a good animated movie, especially for children.
Definitely. Those were like the golden oldies.
Oldies. That's an English term for sure. Golden oldies. Something that's old, but beautiful still to watch.
That's a nice way of explaining it. Golden oldies. Something that's old, but still beautiful.
Fantastic. Golden oldies.
All right, let's continue.
Well, there's
what thing you need to...
Ooh.
There's a new... There's a... What? Why are these people telling us these things? Now we need to go there.
Well, when we can, we will.
Yeah, Toscana's not that far. Awesome. I think, yeah, I'm going to take all of these all of the advice that they're giving.
Fantastic.
All right, recommendations. So, guided tours. What things do you need to think about when planning a guided tour? In categories, we have accommodation, eating, drinking, activities, and transportation. Kate, would you like to read the new vocabulary?
Sure. Okay. Museum, hotel, bicycle, shopping, concerts, pub, open market, spa, hiking, boat trip, restaurants, walking, bed and breakfast, wine tasting, private car, bus, sightseeing, and hostel.
Perfect. Why don't we go through some of the words that could be perhaps a little bit new for them? I think one would be a hostel. A hostel. Maybe perhaps that's new.
Yeah.
How would you explain what a hostel is, Kate?
I would say a hostel is a location you can use like a hotel, but you share the space with other people and it's cheaper. So it's popular with young people.
It definitely is. And it's also popular with people who like to go backpacking, for example, around Europe. Yeah. Accommodation. What other word do you perhaps think is new for them?
I would say sightseeing. I would say sightseeing is new for them. Okay. So
how would I sightseeing?
What?
Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult word. Sightseeing is when we are on holiday, and it can perhaps be in a guided tour, when we travel around and see specific monuments or landmarks of a certain town. And that would be sightseeing. It's the verb to sightsee. All right. So what we need to do over here, we need to take these words and we need to split them up under each category. So Kate and I are going to help each other do this. But what we want is for you to use the comment section and tell us, where do you think each individual word goes? For example, museum, would it go under accommodation, eating, drinking, activities, or transportation? If you know the answer, quickly comment it below. All right. Kate, where do you think the word museum goes?
Museum. Well, I think it's not eating or drinking, and it's not transportation. So it's probably accommodation or activities, but you can't sleep in a museum, so let's go with activities. Okay.
I like that. That was a good explanation.
Thanks.
Perfect.
What about a hotel?
Maybe we should give time to respond. So if you have all of the answers, if you, for example, see us going through one by one, you're more than welcome to continue, go down the list. If you know the answer, connect it to the correct category.
Good.
Perfect.
So hotel.
Yeah. A hotel. So I love hotels, and I love sleeping. So I feel like they fit perfectly under accommodation. I was correct. Yes.
Fantastic.
All right.
Bicycle. Well, it's got 2 wheels, and it helps me move from one location to the next. So I think it's probably transportation.
Definitely. I like how you explained that. It's got 2 wheels. It takes me from A to B, from one place to the next.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Shopping. I am very good at that. I'm a little bit embarrassed to say that. I'm very good. So shopping for me, it's like it's a hobby, but for other people, I'm sure it's not. But when we're traveling, Katarina's got it.
That's right.
Katarina said shopping and concerts. So she's already on the ball for both of them are activities.
They are.
Thank you.
Well done. Good.
She got us there. She got before us. All right. Kate, would you like to explain pub?
Sure. A pub is a place, especially in England, where people gather to drink. And so I could see eating, drinking. I could also see activities, but let's go with eating and drinking.
Yes, perfect. What do you call a pub in the States?
A bar.
Yeah, same in South Africa. We'd call it a bar as well. You get every now and then you get the odd person who calls it a pub, but I think it's just generally accepted. It's a bar. Pub is for drinking. Katarina's on this, man.
Right.
We got an open market. This one, I like this one. I think I'm going to try and explain this. So an open market in Katerina says open market is eating. Kate, do you agree with her that open market is eating?
You can eat sometimes, depending on the market, but I don't think the number one way we can use the open market. What do you think?
Well, let's have a look and see if an open market is for eating and drinking. It is an activity. All right. This is a nice way to explain it because I feel like in every city or majority of the cities in Italy and majority of the towns in Italy, they have a piazza, which is a square. And that is generally where we have an open market. You would sell maybe clothes or, I don't know, jewelry or specific food. And that would be an open market. Do you have a specific word in the States for an open market? Or do you call it an open market?
Bazaar, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, in Morocco they have that, a bazaar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In South Africa we call it a flea market.
A flea market. Oh,
Yeah.
a flea market. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find anything and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. So now we're on to spa. Let's see who's got that.
Massimo's on it.
Okay, Massimo is already showing us all the answers. So Massimo says spa, hiking, and boat trips are activities. Let's go see if he's correct.
Spa?
Yes?
Ding.
Yes?
Ding.
And yes again. Perfect. Right, let's see. Carla tells us that Kate, would you mind reading that one?
Sure. Eating and drinking, wine tasting, restaurant, and pub. Ooh, ding, ding, ding.
I think she's correct with all of them. Let's try it.
She's got it.
Wow. Sorry. Walking was in between them. I did not see that. All right. So walking is also transportation.
Yeah.
We have a bed and breakfast. Does anybody know what a bed and breakfast is?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably.
Yeah, I think
that was a
okay.
bed and breakfast accommodation. Thank you, Katarina.
Katarina. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Kids.
Next, so wine tasting is eating and drinking because Carla already said that.
True.
Okay. Wine testing. We do have some wine testing. So in this example, they say wine tasting.
Mm-hmm.
You could also say wine testing, depending from country to country. It means to taste it, to try, to see if it's good. Kate, are you a wine connoisseur?
Connoisseur, I don't know, but yeah, I like wine. I drink enough of it.
Which is your favorite, red or white?
White wine. Yeah.
White wine. So, dry or what's the word I'm looking for? Sparkling.
Sparkling, like a rosé, like a blush wine, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
No, I'm asking which one is your favorite?
Oh, I thought you were saying that's what you preferred. For me, it depends. Sometimes I like a nice Lambrusco. I know that's red wine, but it's sparkling. Well, yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, it sounds like you like the sweet wine, which is good. I agree with you when it comes to that. All right. After wine tasting, we have private car. And Katerina is on the ball. She says it is?
Transportation. You are correct.
And I gave you the next answer. Man, double clicking is just not working for me.
It's okay. Don't worry. Katarina said bus is transportation,
I
and
see that.
she's got it all.
After she gets to sightseeing as well, and she's correct.
Mhm.
She got a hostel as well. Wonderful. Good job, Katerina.
Good job.
Okay, perfect. Man, you guys are excellent. Look how fast they're replying to us.
Fantastic.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Future plans. Kate, could you read for me, please?
Of course. Look at part of an itinerary. Where do you think this is? So at 9 a.m. we have a big breakfast. At 10 a.m. we take the kids to the beach. At 11 to 2 we swim in the sea and sunbathe. From 2 to 4 we eat lunch at Estoril Mandarin. At 4 p.m. we take the train to the city. 5 to 7 we visit Alfama. And 7 to 9 eat dinner at Tavares Rico. And 9 we travel back to the hotel.
Thank you so much. So guys over here, what they're asking for you, which city is this? I know it's not the easiest, but if you think you know the city that they're trying to explain, please comment it in the section so that you can tell us, because Kate and I are dying to know which city this is.
It's true.
Yes. So I don't know, Estral Mandarin, Alfama. It's not, and nothing is coming to mind. So yes, if you do know the city or the town or wherever this could be, even the country, leave a comment in the comment section for us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's give it.
Massimo. Wow.
A round of applause.
Fantastic.
Good job, Massimo. Definitely a round of applause. That was great. So I'm taking a guess, Massimo. Yeah, taking a guess that you've been there before. Perfect. Yes. So this place that they're describing in terms of their itinerary is Lisbon. Lisbon is in Portugal. So we have a word which is itinerary. And an itinerary is basically just a schedule. It's a planned event of what you're going to do on holiday. On holiday. Oh, I think I spelled it wrong. It's a planned schedule.
Oh, thank you, Massimo. Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Over here we have 3 questions. Kate, would you like to read it?
Sure. What time does the train leave in the morning? What are they going to do at the beach? And what are they doing in the afternoon?
All right. So we need your responses. Mattia, wow. Mattia is supervised.
Knows.
Yeah, so he's already getting to what we're trying to explain. Good job, Mattia. But before we get to that, Mattia says we have to use present continuous because it is a fixed plan. That's generally when we do use present continuous. But before we continue into the terms of tenses and structure, let's see if you can answer the question by itself with just the straightforward answer to what you're asking. For example, what time does the train leave in the morning? If you see the answer, please comment it below. Right. Have you been to Portugal before, Kate?
No, have you?
No, but I've heard that it's really, really beautiful, all the islands. I heard that the I think it's the ocean. I think they have the ocean. It's really cold there.
I believe you.
Not sure. The train leaves at 10 a.m. Excellent. That was good.
Mm-hmm. Are you
Perfect. Carla. Katarina got it as well. Would you like to read Gas, Gaspar's comment?
Sure. I'm taking the train in the morning.
That's a perfect one. It's not wrong, but I think that you'd have to be more specific and then say at what time you'd be taking the train, because the morning is relatively large. You could be 3 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock. It's very diverse. All right.
The next question.
Was there anyone for the second question? Kate.
They are going at the beach to swimming and sunbathing. Almost. So they are going to the beach for swimming and sunbathing. That was good. Really good verbs, nice structure. Just watch your prepositions. Good job.
Why would we use the preposition to?
Fantastic question. They're going to the beach because at is more of a stative type of thing. When you're at the beach, it means you're in that location. But going to is the form where you're traveling, you're moving, right, to the beach. So we use to for movement, like travel, go.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Also, there is a nice word here, and I think that maybe we could try practice the pronunciation. It's the verb to sunbathe. Sunbathe. How would you say it?
Sunbathe.
Yeah, exactly. So when you see it in the continuous like that, it wouldn't be sunbathing, but it would be sunbathing. The verb to sunbathe. Perhaps you heard the other word is to tan, which is to lay under the sun and go from a nice white color to a golden bronze.
Nice.
Which I cannot do.
Me either.
Right. And what are they doing in the afternoon? I already took it there.
Don't worry.
I shouldn't be in control of this mouse. All right. So what are they doing in the afternoon? Thank you, Katerina. Katerina's already answered me. They're visiting Alfama. Yes, they are visiting Alfama. In this case, they said they're taking the train, which your answer is not wrong. It's perfectly correct. It's acceptable. All right. I think now we are probably ready to go on to the next slide.
I think so.
I hope so. All right. Kate, would you read for me, please?
Sure. Future. The train leaves at 10 a.m. They're going to swim and sunbathe, and they are taking the train to the city and visiting Alfama.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, guys, here. If you know the structure that we're looking for, there are 3 future tenses that we are looking for. If you know which one it is for each individual sentence, comment it below. So we have the train leaves at 10 a.m. What tense would that be?
For the grammar.
Yes, in terms of grammar. Thank you, Kate. Yeah. So if you know the answer, quick, use your keyboard. Tell us would it be?
Yeah. So think we have an itinerary. We see that it's the train leaves at 10 a.m. So subject plus verb. Nice and simple.
Yes, subject plus verb. So if you see the structure of just subject and the verb, which tense would that be?
It's not past simple. It's not future simple. No. It's what? It's now. So
So it would be, I think I'm going to give them the answer. So the answer to the first one would be future events where there is a timetable. All right. And this would be present simple. The tense would be present simple. And yes, so we use present simple when it is for a future event with a timetable. By timetable, they're meaning a scheduled or structure of hours. For example, when you go to the bus station or train station, the cinema or the airport, they have a set of hours that never changes. It remains the same for every day. Um, Maybe the weekends change, but that would be a timetable. So that would be present simple. Remember, what's important to remember about present simple is that the verb, when we conjugate it, it changes from subject to subject. So, for example, it would be I do, but Kate.
But Kate
What? Yeah.
does. Kate does.
Yes, with yes or yes. And yes, so that is present simple. So we get the second one. They are going to swim and sunbathe. Swim and sunbathe. If you know the answer to this one in terms of the grammar, which one would it be?
Yeah, they are going to swim and sunbathe. It's a future.
Yes, it's a future. But how would we structure that one, Kate?
We would have subject plus going to, or sorry, subject plus to be plus going to plus infinitive.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Awesome. So we have both Katerina and Mattia, sorry. Katerina says number 2 is to be going to is intentional. Mattia also says it's going to is intentional.
Future intent.
Yes. Yes.
Good job.
Perfect, guys. Future intentions. So, excellent. Right, then we get to the last one. They are taking the train to the city and visiting Alfama. Alfama. What structure, grammatically speaking, would that be? If you know what the name is, you don't necessarily need to give the structure, just the name. Yeah, comment it below. So, what's important to remember about this one is that there is a place. There is a place.
There is a place.
Song in my head now. Way, que bravo.
Good job. Continuous.
Continuous. But what continuous? That's the question.
Future continuous?
So,
past continuous? No.
Is it present perfect continuous?
Present continuous is keep going.
Yeah. Perfect. Carla's got to it. Yes, it's present continuous. Okay. Would you mind telling them how present continuous is structured?
Sure. It's subject plus the verb to be plus infinitive, or plus verb ing, so plus the gerund.
Yes, plus the gerund. Perfect. Remember, if we have walk, the continuous would be walking, or eat, eating. We would add the ing to it. What is important to remember about present continuous, Kate?
What's important to remember about present continuous? Number 1, don't forget the verb to be. Very important. Number 2, when you're using it, you can use it to talk about this moment. So right now, But also, you can talk about future plans, but fixed with a time, a location, and the money is usually already paid. It's finished. Present continuous.
Yeah. Also, if you want to add to it, you can say a date. So, like she said, it's a fixed plan, usually in our diary or our itinerary schedule. Um, yes, so it is something that's usually diarized with a date as well. Perfect. When we do structure the present continuous, like Kate said, the three things are important, but you don't need to have all three together. You can at least have one of each, just so we know it's fixed, or else it is an intent. It is no longer a fixed plan. All right. You guys are great, though.
Good job.
Perfect. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
All right. So we can get away.
Mm-hmm.
Kate, would you like to read the last slide for us?
Of course. Weekend getaway. What types of activity do you prefer to do on a tour? When do we use the present simple? Going to. Present continuous. Give examples. And finally, make suggestions for things a tourist could do in your hometown.
Awesome. Yeah, so we don't have the most amount of time. We have roughly about 4 minutes left. So let's just generally speak and go over everything one more time. Kate, when you're on tour, which activities do you prefer to do?
Well, I want to see historical landmarks. I'd like an opportunity to eat something or drink something, usually both. And I prefer to do something interesting, something that is cultural.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also love sleeping. So you can take me to the beach and I'll sleep under the sun. You can take me back to my hotel room and I'll sleep in bed.
That's a tour.
I'll pay for that any day. I like your answers. So, for example, if we went to see landmarks, what word would you use for that?
Ooh, there's a verb. We talked about it earlier. We'd go sightseeing.
Yeah, definitely. I love sightseeing. I feel like I'm a historian when I do that. Yeah. So I'd like to skip the middle part because I think it's very fresh in everyone's mind. Um, if you'd like to leave Kate and I some suggestions of things that we can do in your city or in your town, and if you come from a different country, like maybe France or Spain, and you're tuning in, what could we do if we were tourists there? Leave us some suggestions in the comment section. So Kate, could you give me, now we have 2 minutes left, at least one or two activities we could do in Oregon?
Oh, sure. I really recommend in the summertime that you go and participate in what's called a float, a river float, or a float day. Well, everybody in Portland, they get their boats or their inner tubes or their plastic things for the beach, and they go float from one park to another park. So usually down a river a few miles, and it takes a few hours, and you just relax and sunbathe.
Yeah, really, really relaxing. I like that idea.
Mm.
All right, guys. Yes, quickly, we have 1 minute left. Give us some suggestions of things we could do in your city or in your town. Yeah, if we were ever there like tourists. So 30 seconds. I feel like it's like I'm pressurizing them. Come on.
No, but I see that Katerina said that she's learning her English, and yes, you are.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put that up there. Thank you.
You
I'm
are.
learning my. This is the best way you could do it. Keep tuning in to Focus 67. every day on YouTube here on the Mayas thing. You're definitely going to improve listening and speaking. Oh, we've hit the 50-minute mark. All right, guys, we're going to have to love and leave you all. All right. So have a wonderful day, guys. See you around again.
See you.
Bye, guys.